Good morning, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I know you haven't even watched it yet, but look at this ice cube. I'm really in my Ice Long Black era and I'm trying to make them from home because buying more than one out a day is just not in my tax bracket, you know? Today's topic of conversation, and honestly probably why you have all clicked on this video, is for tips to meal plan and meal prep. Now, I just want to kind of preface this video and say that meal planning and meal prepping does not mean dieting. It does not mean calorie tracking. It does not mean following a meal plan. You can meal prep and plan, and it is something that I recommend to literally every single person. My pop meal preps and plans. Well, sometimes he should do it more often. It can literally be to save money, but in my eyes, it is a way to ensure that you're eating, because there is nothing worse. And I could imagine getting home from work if you've got kids and being like, what the hell is for dinner? And then we fall into cycles. So meal prepping and planning is for everyone. I just want to kind of start by saying that. Now, my top tip is to keep it simple. So what I'm going to get you all to do is write down in the notes on your phone your favorite breakfast, your favorite lunches, your favorite dinners. Now, it does not need to be big, elaborate, complicated meals. Essentially, protein, vegetable, carb, a little bit of fat. So chicken, mixed frozen vegetables, rice, potatoes, pasta, sauce, a little bit of fat, avocado, aioli, cheese. When I break it down like that, it sounds really freaking simple, hey? I don't understand why we are trying to make these 37-step recipes from Instagram, because trust me, I've been there, I've tried, it gets overwhelming, and then you don't end up cooking it, and then you end up getting McDonald's, which is not a bad thing sometimes, but if we're getting McDonald's every single week, it's something we want to stop. The more simple, the more sustainable. Love. My next tip would be to plan around your schedule. So if you work Monday to Friday 9 to 5, don't plan to do your meal planning, shopping, meal prep on a Thursday night. You're finishing work at 5 p.m, you're not going to get home till 5:30. That's the last thing you want to do. Work around your schedule. So either bring it earlier to the week where you're a bit more fresh, got a bit more life in you, got a bit more energy, or I know, hate to be that guy, but do it on a weekend. What you can do is actually utilize things like delivery or click and collect, which is free, which means you can order all your groceries online to get actually delivered. Order your groceries online to drive in, pick them up, and leave. It's free to do, which can just be super handy to do on your way home from work, after dropping the kids at soccer, whatever that looks like for you. Say on like a Thursday night, and then we meal prep first thing Saturday morning. So that way we're kind of splitting it up and making it a little bit more doable and sustainable. With the meals as well, try and work around your schedule. So if you know you're not going to get home till late, so at the moment Blake gets home from work at 7 p.m. He actually meal preps his breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so he can just get home, chuck it in the microwave, move the hell on and eat. This way he actually ensures he is hitting his very high intake targets for a very busy male, and he's getting enough nutritious food in, and then Friday night he has takeaway. So every single person is going to be different, whereas myself, I like meal prepping my breakfast and lunches and making my dinners fresh because I personally have the time for that. Something that I personally like doing is prepping the things that I can. So for example, I actually cut up all my vegetables. So I eat a lot of fresh veggies, and every single week I will cut up 2 pumpkins, a bag of carrots, a bag of zucchinis, purely so it's in the fridge, ready to rock and roll. This way I get it out, I chuck it in the air fryer, chuck it in the oven, whatever it is, and I just put my protein source with it. So then I'll also cook a few steaks or a kilo of chicken breast, half in the freezer, half in the fridge. It's not exactly meal prepping whole meals, but it's planning some things for what ifs. On this note as well, if you find yourself very busy, grab some frozen meals and chuck them in the freezer. It is not a bad thing to do, and it can help in those situations where it's seriously the last thing you want to do, or you get paid late, or you can't make it to the grocery store. Getting out a frozen meal, adding some frozen veggies to the side, Bob's your uncle. I would probably live off that. On the next one, be flexible. So your meal prep can change, okay? We like to keep it simple, we like to have the basics, but if you need to swap around your dinners, do that. If you need to swap around your lunch and dinner, do that. If you need to change out snacks, do that. Having a base is the key here. We want to actually have a base for us to work off, for us to work with, for that consistency component. But if it needs to change multiple times throughout the week, actually do that and work in with that. It's not a bad thing to do at all. The key for this is that it actually works for you. So this is your reminder that meal planning isn't about restriction. It is about freedom and finding a groove for yourself. Meal planning is for everyone. And as a base, we should all be doing it to save save money in the cost of living at the moment. Try and plan in advance, work around your schedule, and keep it bloody simple. If you have any questions, holla at me. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Oh.